Hello, this is Tori with LANDiO. We have a new 80-acre property in Wyoming. It has mountain views, there's rock formations, trees. It's near 3 reservoirs, the North Platte River, and over 1 million acres of public land. This is a view to the east from the high elevation point on the property. There's rock formations, trees, some open meadow area. We have the 80 acres highlighted here in green. There are electricity lines and poles in multiple directions, the nearest only about 770 feet from the property just to the west. You have a 40-foot wide dedicated easement to the property. There are survey markers on the property. This is the contour map. You can see the high elevation point is at the peak of this ridge at around 7,080 feet. Then you have the low elevation point around 6,680 feet. You can see at the high elevation point it's steeper, with the closeness of the lines indicates a steeper slope, and those lines start to widen as you come down here. So there's more level areas all around this area. You can see this lush green portion here. That's where there's some seasonal water flow. You can see that in this image as well, where there's that more green area. And we've sold many properties around this area, and that's consistent with the other properties that we've sold. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see this is the 80 acres. There's this road over here to the east called Cortez Road. Cortez Road is only 2 miles from the property. You can see the path from Cortez Road highlighted here in red. If you were to continue heading south on that road past the property, it's going to take you right into this yellow shaded area, which is over 30,000 acres of BLM land. And that is just this portion right here. If we zoom out further, you can see you're literally surrounded by over 1 million acres of public land. This includes all this yellow shade area being the BLM land. Green is National Forest. This orange is the Bureau of Reclamation. This surrounds all the waterways here. You have the North Platte River and a 5.5 mile stretch here of the North Platte River called the Miracle Mile due to the density of fish that there are per square mile. And then you have 3 reservoirs. You have the Alkova Reservoir, the Pathfinder Reservoir, which is over 22,000 surface acres, and the Seminole Reservoir, over 20,000 surface acres. This area is extremely desirable for fishing. You can also enjoy boating and water sports on the multiple reservoirs. And in the winter at the Pathfinder Reservoir, they have a popular ice fishing tournament. Here's some mule deer and antelope that were spotted near the property. There was some snow on the property when our photographer visited in the last few weeks. There were also wildlife tracks and droppings. To give you an idea where the property is located, it's about 1 hour southwest of Casper, Wyoming. This is the 80-acre property right here, and up here is Casper, Wyoming. About 1/3 of that drive is going to be on Cortez Road. That's going to take you to Alkova and State Highway 220. From that point, you're going to take State Highway 220 all the way into Casper, which again is only about an hour from the property. Now, Casper is the second largest city in Wyoming, population over 60,000. In Casper, you'll find medical care, Home Depot, Target, Tractor Supply Company, Walmart, and a Sam's Club, along with restaurants, local businesses, professional services. And you're about 25 minutes from Alkova, Wyoming. Alkova is a small town, population less than 100. However, there is a general store with fuel, bar, grill, post office, bait and tackle shop to serve all the people that come to enjoy the reservoirs in the North Platte River. This is the path from Cortez Road to the property. This intersection right here is Pedro Mountain Ranch Road and Cortez Road. And then Pedro Mountain Ranch Road is going to take you to the property. This is the intersection of Cortez Road and Pedro Mountain Ranch Road. Now we're heading west on Pedro Mountain Ranch Road. That's going to turn to the south, and here is that 40-foot wide easement that takes you to the property, which we've represented by this faint red line to show you the approximate location. Here's another example of where that easement runs. This is looking north from that northwest portion of the property where that easement runs. Here's some more photos of Pedro Mountain Ranch Road. There you can see the electricity lines and poles only 770 feet west of the property. And yes, this area is covered with some snow right now, but in the spring, summer, and even early fall, it's lush and green and beautiful. There's lots of wildflowers blooming. This property has lots of rock formations, varied terrain. There's trees throughout the property. These are Google Earth terrain views. This is northwest of the property looking southeast. There's that 40-foot easement that intersects with Pedro Mountain Ranch Road, and that takes you to the northwest corner of the property. The gentler sloped areas are along the north portion of the property here, and then it goes up to the high elevation point on those rock formations. Now in this image, we're north of the property looking south. You can see you have a neighbor here to the north that's developed their property. If you notice in these satellite images, you'll see this darker green area. What we found in selling several properties in this area and doing the research that goes along with that is that the water table here is shallow, and there exist artesian wells underneath the surface. Some of the well logs we've looked at have indicated that they have hit water at anywhere from 8 to 45 feet. This is east of the property looking west. Again, you can see that more lusher green area around here. You can see it right here as well. And this is south of the property looking north. Again, you can see that lusher green area in these satellite images. You can see this neighbor right here. They even have a pond on their property. And we've noticed many ponds and creeks all throughout this area. For information on hunting in the area, we're going to provide a link to the Wyoming Game and Fish Department website within the listing description. Here are some photos of the Pathfinder Reservoir. Again, that's roughly 2,200 surface acres. They have a popular ice fishing tournament in the winter. This is the Alkova Reservoir, roughly 2,500 surface acres. Then we have the Seminole Reservoir, over 20,000 surface acres. The world-class Miracle Mile is actually a 5.5-mile stretch of the North Platte River that's fed by the Seminole Reservoir, about 30 miles southwest of Casper. It's an extremely fertile tailwater that offers anglers a chance to catch enormous trophy trout with approximately 4,000 fish per mile, which offers you plenty of opportunities to catch the fish of a lifetime. This area is boatable, but much more effective if you're doing wade fishing. That information comes from the Casper tourism website. Here are some photos of the Miracle Mile. Incredibly beautiful. North of this area, you have the North Platte River running through Fremont Canyon. There you can see some people out there fishing in Fremont Canyon. This is where North Platte River comes out of that canyon. You can see a lot more people fishing here as well. And all of this is within just miles from the property. These white circles represent nearby landowners who have developed their properties to varying degrees. You can see that some of them have a main home with accessory buildings. This person has a double-wide mobile home. They have a Quonset hut-looking metal building. From a distance, this looks like it could have been like a kit home built up amongst the rocks. You can see they have accessory buildings as well. Now, this is different than the other property we looked at with the double-wide mobile home. This person here, they have a Quonset hut metal building. Looks like they might be doing some additional work on their property. Who knows, maybe they're going to build a home there. We've seen many people start off with like a garage, a shop, arch cabin, something of that nature. They'll use that as a place to store all their equipment, and then they'll become familiar with the property, and through that process they'll decide where they want to build their main home. And you could do all types of alternative building styles. And this property itself has such a unique canvas that it lends itself to being something like Instagram worthy if you were to develop it. We have this amazing 80-acre property in Wyoming with mountain views near the 3 reservoirs, the North Platte River, the Miracle Mile, and surrounded by over 1 million acres of public land, priced at just under $200,000. All the property details are listed here on our website. The property taxes for the entire 80 acres is only $211 a year. There's no HOA or HOA fees. You'll find a detailed listing description here with lots of additional information. Here are the distances to nearby points of interest with links where you can find more information about those locations. Down here we have the GPS coordinates with links where you can open those on a Google map. There are over 200 images of the property in the surrounding area. All of the images have captions, many of them have labels. If the property is of interest, we highly recommend you take the time to look through all these images. They'll answer many questions that you have and even some you had not thought of. And at the bottom of the page we have this interactive map. Within the interactive map, we've left the easement layer on just so you can take a further detailed look at that. If you'd like to view the interactive map in full screen, click this button right here and that'll open it up in a new tab. We've sold a lot of properties in Wyoming. This is the first time we've had an 80-acre parcel up in this area. Most of the land in this area is either public land or owned by large ranch operations. There's actually very little privately owned land around this area. At LANDiO, we work extremely hard to make it super easy for you to purchase land. All you need to do is go to our website, landio.com, navigate to the property details page. Once you're on the property details page, you're going to see a green Buy Now button. If that Buy Now button is green and it says Buy Now, that means the property is available as of that moment. We only have one of each property available, and we sell our properties on a first-come, first-served basis. If you'd like to purchase the property while it's available, all you need to do is go to our website, click that green Buy Now button. What that'll do is add a deposit of $499 to your cart. That $499 deposit is credited towards your purchase, and we cover all of the closing costs. To secure the property, just click that checkout button. This window appears where you enter all your contact information. Click Continue to Payment, enter your payment information, and then complete the checkout process. As soon as the checkout process has been completed, this green Buy Now button will turn gray and it'll say Out of Stock. You'll receive an instant notification that your $499 deposit has been received. We'll then follow up with instructions for completing the purchase. If you have any questions, our phone number is on the top of every page of our website. That number is 866-8LANDiO. That's 866-852-6346. That number also receives text messages. We have a live chat feature here on our website where you can communicate with us in real time. If we're not available for whatever reason, please send us a message or respond to your next availability. We have a contact form here on our website where you can submit us a message or send us an email. We've recently launched a partnership program. If you go over here to the videos section of our website and watch this partner overview video, you can learn more about the opportunity of partnering with LANDiO. We're interested in businesses and services that would provide value to our customers and aid them in the fulfillment of their dreams. If you have a product or service that would bring value to our audience, please fill out this Apply for Partnership button and we'll thoroughly review your submission. Even if you yourself do not own a business that would be a fit for a partnership, but you happen to know of a business that is, then please reach out to us and share that information. And on behalf of myself, my family, and the entire team here at LANDiO, we sincerely appreciate your continued support. Please help us bring more amazing properties to market by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a positive comment, and be sure you're subscribed to our channel and have your notifications turned on to ensure you're notified of new videos as soon as they come available. Thank you and God bless. LANDiO. Land is opportunity. Please click in the upper left-hand corner and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In the upper right-hand corner, we have all of our available properties in a playlist. In the lower right-hand corner, we have a playlist of our Land is Opportunity series. And in the lower left-hand corner, we have our LANDiO Unscripted series.